Will, a warm welcome to Salford City Football Club. How does it feel now you've signed?
Yes, thank you. No, I'm over the moon. Obviously, when the opportunity arose, it was a no-brainer for me. So yeah, I'm buzzing.
What's your main driver for joining Salford City Football Club? Obviously, from afar, I'm imagining the club just says we want to get promoted. I'm assuming that's something that you want to achieve this season.
Yeah, definitely. There's a clear plan at this football club and ambition that fits me. That's what I want to do. I want to win football games. I want to be successful, and having promotions out of this league already, I want another one, and that was the sole reason to come to this football club, was to be successful.
And that experience you bring into the table, I mean, well over 300, you're clocking on for 400 appearances, and the majority of them have been at League One level. But you do have that experience as well of being promoted out of League Two at places like Blackpool and Bury. So how important is that, do you feel, to what you bring into the squad?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, different types of promotions, playoffs, automatic. So, like you say, my most recent football, probably 6-7 years, has been in League One. The early parts in League Two, getting promoted. So, yeah, it's vital for teams trying to be successful. You need that experience. You also need the youth. You need the hunger from everybody. So, we want to be one collective and be successful.
Let's go right back to your early stages of your career at Eastleigh, and then a big move to Hull City, moving from the south coast up to the north at such a young age.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, it was different, definitely. I only played a few games in the Conference South for Eastleigh at the time, and went up for a couple of trials with Hull, and ended up signing for the following season as a first-year pro. So in the Championship, obviously I was kind of playing reserve football, but training along with the first team at times, and it was a massive culture change, everything I had to learn quick. But no, I loved it. It was, again, a sink or swim moment, but I love those opportunities, those moments, and thankfully I came out on top and haven't looked back since then. Yeah,
I was going to say, those younger years, learning your craft at Hull City, has that shaped the successful career you've had since?
Yeah, I think so. Listen, don't get me wrong, it was difficult. I was coming into a group that have, been at clubs from probably the early ages, or at least, 11, 12. So, yeah, I had a lot of learning, a lot of catching up to do. Physically, it took me time to get used to training every day. I wasn't doing that previously. It was part-time. So, yeah, I had to get used to all of that pretty quickly. But once I did, and probably around the Christmas period, and I found my feet, like you said, I never looked back from there. And
just touching upon those promotion campaigns as well with the likes of Blackpool and Bury, what were those stages of your career like? Because they were quite quick, those seasons, weren't they?
Yeah. So the first one with Blackpool, through the playoffs, amazing experience. Obviously to play at Wembley, greatest stadium, and to have all your family, your friends, and everything. It was a proud moment. I was quite young, fearless back then. Probably didn't understand the occasion as much as I probably would now. But it was an amazing day. And Bury, obviously, was just an outrageous year of football. As probably everybody knows, what happened that year was devastating for the club. But again, in some ways, one of my most enjoyable years of football that I've had, because of what we overcame as a group. Some unbelievable characters in that dressing room that, we spoke about it. That's what it takes to get a promotion. So, just amazing feeling.
And obviously, you're joining Salford City Football Club now after numerous years playing, like we said, at places like Blackpool and Bury and Wigan and Bolton. So you're no strangers to this part of the world as well. Yeah,
of course. Most of my career has been up north, bar a couple of trips down south. But yeah, I've made the north my home. My friends, a lot of them within the football period are up here. Dad's side of the family are Manx, so it's nice seeing them every now and then. So it's my home away from home.
That's the Lancashire side of things, but like you say, you've had a couple of spells down south as well, and you wore the captain's armband a few times at Exeter, and that just goes back to cementing what we said about the experience you're going to be bringing to the table.
Yeah, I got made captain of Exeter, which was it was a big reason for me going down there. It was an amazing experience. Loved it. You know, I've had spells where I've had to wear it for Wigan, for example, quite a few times. Say if there's an injury or whatever cup game. So yeah, I love it. It's a great opportunity and it's a great privilege to be able to have done that. So yeah, good.
We're at the early stages of pre-season and you've not met up with the squad at time of recording, but what's your assessment? There's a couple of players like Ollie Turton who you've played with in the past, so what's your assessment of the calibre of the squad?
Yeah, brilliant. You know, we're only adding to it and it's you know, it's going to be an amazing squad going into the season and hopefully we can be successful at that. Obviously Turts I know very well from Blackpool and we've played against each other a good few times since and we always have a good chat and a catch-up, so he's a great lad and great player as well, so looking forward to catching up with him.
I'm not too sure you've actually played at Salford City before, but how much are you looking forward to visiting Moor Lane and playing in the Orange of Salford next season?
Yeah, I can't wait. Obviously, that first game of the season at home is always one of the most exciting games, so yeah, I can't wait for that moment.
As a player who's done this before, what do you think? Obviously, you've mentioned it already, what you're bringing to the table, but what's your assessment on how this season's going to go for Salford? What's your hopes and expectations for it?
Yeah, it's no given. Like we're a team that wants to be successful. It's not easy. Getting promoted it is not easy. It takes every single person in the dressing room. It takes the staff. It takes everyone to be on the same page, having the same aspirations and wanting the same thing. It's day in, day out hard work. Doesn't just happen on a Saturday. It's all through the week. So we'll have our chats, I'm sure, and our targets that will be in-house in the changing room, in the meeting rooms, and as long as we all gear together and dig each other out, I think anything's possible.
And just to talk about your style of play as well, you're joining a back line of really good defenders. You must be really looking forward to that. What can Salford City fans expect from you and what your type of defender you are? So
yeah, obviously it's an amazing squad, an amazing back line and defence. So hopefully I can add to that. But for myself, I'm athletic, quick. I like to think I'm a leader now as I'm getting older and through the game. And again, comfortable on the ball. I like to play. I like to be aggressive at the same time. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
And just on that point, just a final question: well, how much are you looking forward to getting started?
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to get going.